Well, give Ohio all the credit. I think they're a very good basketball team. They whipped us in every way, shape, and form tonight. Um, we did not play our best, which is disappointing when you got an opportunity to come play against a team like this. When you only get one shot to play them this year. I just thought from beginning to end, um, our defense was very poor. Um, even the first half, right in front of us, our communication was not what it needed to be. Our activity, we had two deflections at halftime. Um, I've never seen something that low before. We had 0 points on the whole game off of turnovers. So just a lot of our activity defensively was not existing. You can't give up that many points. You're not going to win games giving up 86. Gave up 45 and 41. It's just very disappointing because I think during this little stretch we'd won 5 of 6. The games that we won, our defense was kind of spearheading everything that we did, and got us into some cleaner offense. But our defense really let us down tonight. Disappointing.
Yeah, early on, you guys it was really back and forth. You were able to keep it kind of close. What did you feel like shifted about midway to late in that first half that allowed Ohio to build that lead going into halftime?
Well, we weren't guarding the whole half, so like it just because we were scoring some points, able to keep it. Like we couldn't get the stops. We couldn't communicate. Our coverages, our switches. It just very poor defensively, and you just can't let a team like that is that talented get in the rhythm that we allowed them to get into. I mean, they shot 55%, 57 the second half, 53 the first. Um, they really got the ball wherever they wanted. We couldn't guard the bounce. Many times if you looked out there, um, they were just they got the ball where they wanted when they wanted. If we were able to get them late in the shot clock, they were able to break us down off the bounce, and we just couldn't contain it.
Yep. How much did Ohio's pace impact how you guys wanted to play offensively?
Well, we did a poor job of getting back in transition. Um, and we that's obviously um, a major point for them. They got 27 points in transition. I mean, that's just you're not getting back. Too many. We 15 turnovers, 9 in the second half. You can't defend 1-on-0 layups. I thought some of our turnovers were selfish plays. Um, just not didn't have the ball movement, but to give up 27 points in transition, get for us to get 0 points off of turnovers and to get points in the paint, beat 50-26. Um, I think says everything. So, um, we we had some guys that thought maybe they got fouled, they didn't get a call, missed a shot, and it affected um, our whole play. And so we've got to be better. You can't. The thing you can't do is you lost this one, which is disappointing, but you can't let this game beat you. 2 or 3 times. Like we got to show some maturity. We got to start, with pointing the thumb first and work yourself out, and get back because we've got a big game on Saturday with Toledo.
Yep. How do you kind of after a big win against Bowling Green and then coming and having this loss, how do you shift mentally going into this next game?
You get an opportunity to compete. Like if that doesn't do it for you, you're probably doing the wrong thing. Especially with some of these guys, their aspirations and what they think they want to be. Like if you can't get wired up to play, I don't care if you're playing a pickup game at the park, then don't do this. And we just didn't have the overall effort that we needed, and I didn't. We weren't prepared enough defensively, and that's all. And so, really poor game plan on the defensive end um, tonight, and how we want to do things, and then then we didn't carry it out. So that starts with me, and like I said, we got to correct it because we've been playing some good basketball. I don't want to take anything away from what we've done here the last month. We've been playing some good basketball, and I think that's because of how we've played. That's why this is disappointing because we've been pretty solid defensively, and the numbers reflect that. So we got to get back to the drawing board, get back to doing the things that we have to do to be successful.
Yep. Jamari, you had those two threes early on, but after that, they were able to limit you offensively a little bit. Was there any level of frustration that started to set in for you at all?
I just I just had an off night. I really couldn't get no comfortable looks. I was trying to force stuff. I just gotta get back to the drawing board.
Do you think that's something that's a mental shift, or that was something that they were throwing at you defensively?
Uh, Either way, it's on me regardless. It don't matter what they throw at me. I gotta be able to handle it, and I just ain't handle it well.
Yeah. And then Mickey, for you, obviously you had that big first half that was able to keep things close early on in that first half. What were you seeing from them that allowed you to be so aggressive early on and have such a big first half for you guys?
Just had some open looks, just knocked them down. Was cutting off P. They was doubling P. Got a couple of passes off of P. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this next question it's kind of for everybody, but like I mentioned earlier, obviously you guys came off of that big win against Bowling Green. Seemed like the energy was pretty high. In regards to that energy, did you feel like there was any kind of shift in that energy coming into this game, or did you feel like things were kind of similar in regards to energy coming into this one?
say energy was up. We knew we had a big win against Bowling Green. Knew it was gonna be a good challenge tonight. So yeah.
Feel like we had the right energy coming in. We just didn't execute what we needed to execute. Like simple breakdowns, like defense. We had the right energy coming in.
Yeah, I thought our preparation was good. We've had some good practices, very short term, but um, I liked our energy. Like I said, like this is that's a good basketball team. That's I mean they're a good team. Disappointing because we didn't compete the way that you'd like to compete coming in here. But again, you can't let it beat you multiple times. And these guys have grown. They've gotten a lot better. We just didn't put our best foot forward tonight, and we'll get another opportunity to get out there and fight again on Saturday.
Yeah. And last question I got for you here, Coach. But obviously Clayton, you guys I know you talked a lot about some of the game plan struggles defensively tonight, but you guys were able to limit Clayton a little bit tonight. But it was all the other pieces that seemed to hurt you guys. How much of a focus defensively coming in was Clayton, and was there any level of too much focus on him that allowed others to slip through the cracks mentally?
We put quite a bit of focus on him, and like a good player, when he didn't force things. Like he only got 6 shots. Um, he played within the game. He did other things. Um, he impacted winning. Like everybody gets caught up in how many points they score, and you can impact the game in so many different ways. And the kid he's just a winner. So we took some things away from him, and he just found other ways to beat us. And they got good players. So had 4 guys in double figures, and a guy with nine with 8, and another guy with 8. And like I said, he shot 55% from the field. So they kind of beat us any which way they wanted to tonight.